All right, g'day everyone, and welcome to episode number 50 of the Australian Rock Show, the Big 50. My name is Dennis Gray from the Rockin' and Rollin' Gray Brothers, and today is Tuesday, the 22nd of December, 2015, when this show is being recorded. It's been a couple of weeks since we've done a show. I've recently relocated, and on top of that, have had some major computing issues, all of which have contributed to my absence from the heady world of rock and roll podcasting. So let's hope that those issues are indeed behind me. Before I continue, I do want to thank my brother Cole, who grabbed the microphone and ran with it, recording a couple of shows in my absence, including a fantastic interview with Mitch Granger and a pretty cool chat with Michael Tortoni from the Reformed Taste. I think my brother mentioned to me that there's talk of Taste and Supernaut doing a run of shows together next year, which would be pretty darn cool if indeed that tour goes ahead. Folks, as I mentioned, this is show number 50 and it's been a very busy year, and we're going to celebrate tonight by doing what we do best, which is cranking some tunes and talking some rock and roll. You know, looking back over the past 12 months, I think we've produced an interesting and I hope informative selection of episodes. We got to interview a bunch of our favourite artists, and we have many more lined up for 2016, including, I hope, one of the most amazing guitarists to ever come out of Australia. Can anyone guess who I am referring to? Born in Wales, yet we'll happily claim him as our own. This guy did some time with Swanee and also Stevie Wright. In 2001, French Guitar Part magazine voted him the third best guitarist of the year, beaten only by Jeff Beck and Gary Moore. He was recently inducted into the South Australian Music Hall of Fame. I am, of course, referring to the great Gwyn Ashton. This guy is indeed a rock and roll road warrior and tours constantly around the European club circuit on a regular basis. Earlier this year, after many years of being away, he toured Australia and was absolutely incredible. I do hope some of our listeners got to see him live. He plays with such feel and emotion, and it always astounds me that he is not a household name. But in my household, he is. I had a good chat with Gwyn outside the venue I caught him at back in March, off stage and on. He was one cool cat. Music and guitar aficionados have long been aware of him, and I cannot think of a better way to kick off this all-important 50th show than with some Gwyn Ashton. This track is a few years old now, but it's one of my favourites. Lifted off his Prohibition album, here is The Road Is My Religion.